quantitative easing, special drawing rights, special lending rights. It's just the big secret world of our rulers, the autocratic banking elite, the plutocracy. I mean, they write books bragging that international banks own the world because they just create fiat, not even currency or even credit. They just make up unlimited money, buy everything up with it, and then people are still holding on to it drives up housing, drives up all the major prices of any commodity or any tangible asset. And so the general public is having their money devalued while the price of everything goes up at the same time, and people can't even live. And then the elites bring in massive third world populations to drive down wages even further. And the globalists brag to bankrupt everybody, to then bring in the social control net. So you're on welfare, and they go, yeah, we'll give you food credits after we castrate you. And every time I mention the United Nations castrating people to get money in Africa and Latin America and Asia, they go, oh, they don't castrate you. They just cut your tubes. They give you a vasectomy, or they give you a, with men and women, they cut the fallopians, or they cut the other tubes on the male. I sent off to the National Archives and got United Nations chopping men's testicles off. It's in the new film. You people are in denial, and you are going to see it. They can't wait to send the police to your house to chop your testicles off. They chase them down in Africa and India and chop their testicles off. Look, nobody's chopping my balls off. I'm sorry. I apologize. You know what? I shouldn't even have said that. And it's a family audience, but everybody knows what the organs are on the body. I'll use the scientific term, testicle. Huevo, whatever. Huevo rancheros. It isn't happening. Is that funny, guys? It isn't funny. In fact, Rob was up here, Rob Jacobson, until midnight with me last night when I did Coast to Coast AM. He said there was a party in the apartment next to him. He didn't get any sleep, so that's why he's not doing an 18-hour today. He's a bit lazy. It'll only be a 12, 14-hour. He's about to get here. People don't believe me. If Rob gets here on time, have him, it's already captured. We will show them the United Nations cutting men's testicles off on this show today. And I don't want to hear, oh, that's too radical, or, oh, that's... See, that's how you're programmed. Oh, I can't see that. Watch it. Stop living in denial. Stop living in denial. I bought all these U.S. government, State Department training videos about eugenics from the 60s. This isn't film footage of people chopping folks' members out. That's the thing. People say, oh, they don't do hysterectomies on women to sterilize them. Yeah, they do. Because they found that has a higher soft kill on the third world women. If they grab them, kind of do a sloppy job cutting their uterus out, they have a nice kill rate where some of them die. You cannot make this up. They chose to add the female hormone to the tetanus shot because the particular hormone they added is only excreted during the beginning of second trimester, so it causes a miscarriage. And they found in third world countries that sometimes that unnatural miscarriage can kill the woman, so it's an added goodie. And I'm sorry, I know it's radical to the police to say, I'm not going to stand there while you stand by with machine guns and the local doctor chops my testicles off. I mean, I understand that's radical and extreme to say I'm not going to let the Chicago police shoot me in the back if I run. They've now announced, you run, you die. I mean, it's just, look, cops, you're drinking the fluoride too. They've already put chemicals in your water. Of course, here they don't just grab us and chase us down and chop them off. That's because they don't have a water system in Africa or Latin America where they can pipe the thing to sterilize you to you and do it quietly where you don't know. They got to chase you down. The people are like, oh, I mean, literally, they pay the local police a percentage if they can forcibly inoculate. They'll pull in at 4 a.m., surround the town, run in, grab the people. They're screaming, yelling. They're coming in. Ha, 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 injections. Oh, now you gonna die. The government love you. Now, when you know all of that, does it matter anymore? Now that you know that, does it matter to you anymore about the black professor at Cambridge? Does it matter anymore about O.J. Simpson? Does it matter about Anna Nicole Smith? Does it matter about all these distractions? No, it doesn't matter. And call Rob Dewan here, because I want him to call Rob, and I'm going to have the Rob call the Rob. I think he was in there when we were reviewing the testicle chopping. Come on in here, buddy. Hey, you talked to Rob, or when is Rob coming in?
He said he's going to get some food and he'll be in. So I heard you talking about.
Oh God, he goes to Whole Foods. That takes 2 hours.
Give him a look for something.
Well, it's those National Archives. We've got a family planning thing, and it shows them chopping the things off men. I mean, they just chop them off. That's how they roll. And I just want to show people that before the show ends. Because I'm tired of denial. I'm tired of, I want to show what they got planned for you and your family. Right. I mean, you can't make this up. In fact, I want to just show people, it'll be in his office. It says National Archives, like a red cover. I wanted to show people the DVD. Okay. Just this is your government at work. Okay. Anyways, started off with banking, Rocco. Rocco, go ahead and finish your point. We can turn his mic off. Go ahead, Rocco. Okay, Rocco hung up. Pat in New York, go ahead.
Hi, Alex. First-time listener. First-time caller, first-time listener. I have a couple of points, but one of the points I want to bring up that your earlier caller was talking about with the FBI in Chicago and everything. The FBI assisted the mafia. They actually recruited the mafia during World War II to, quote-unquote, protect the ports of New York City during, the war.
Yeah, they also used them in Sicily and in Italy and in Greece in the invasions out of North Africa.
They used them as assassination teams as well. There was
the mafia is the CIA. It's all one big crew, and we're the stupid schmucks that they poison in the water supply. It's all real funny.
I completely 100% agree, and especially when you apply something a little bit more recent, like Whitey Bulger from Boston, who had FBI protection running his entire crime scheme.
Oh, yeah, you got the top mafia hitman, and he is basically FBI. Of course. I mean, look at New Jersey. Look at New Jersey with scores of mayors and city officials and rabbis and just organ harvesting and money laundering and just stealing. And, we're the government. My God, it's great. We can do anything. These cattle will take it.
I know, no. The corruption is almost limitless. Especially, there's this book called Black Mass, which is written by, a couple of Boston Globe reporters, but it's about the whole Whitey Bulger, FBI.
That's a good idea. I actually had those reporters on years ago. Let's get them back on.
Yeah.
What's the name of the book again?
There's a lot of information they provide that actually says, the government is it's a federal mafia. The government is complicit with these organized crime.
Listen, let me explain something to you. Say the name of the book again.
It's Black Mass.
Yeah, Black Mass. I think I had them on when they were writing for the Globe. I didn't know about their book. But listen, here's the issue. Compartments of the FBI and CIA are mafia. The top compartments, the top of the pyramid. The average guys are investigating bank robberies and things like that. But that's why a few years ago, and you can pull up the headline, they took off almost all the IRS investigators of billionaires, and they put them on blue collar. So, yes, they're exempt from all the laws, and if some mafia doesn't pay their heroin cut, their cocaine cut, their child kidnapping cut, this is all admitted with DynCorp and Halliburton, then the FBI is sicked on them. And so the mafia wears uniforms. And when somebody doesn't play ball, the real mafia gets involved. And in the 50s, the Italian mob got a little too big for its britches. It's one of the smaller mafias. And so the WASP and Jewish mob said, okay, we're going to use the law to break you down to size. So that was a mafia war right there. But you're absolutely right, and it's incredible. I appreciate your call. It is just, and the whole society's now collapsing. They are shutting down businesses, stealing everything, and the elites are all leaving to offshore islands. They're just stealing. They're going, yeah, we're going to steal everything. Mm-hmm. We're going to end up living in grass huts, starving if they have their way, with cops walking around with automatics. Oh, I'm a cop! And it won't matter because the cop will live in a shack, but he won't care. At least he's doing a little bit better than you. It's like Mexico. They are breaking our back right now. They are bringing us down. Here it is. National Archives, International Food and Development, 1963. I believe this is the video. We got scores of them back there. Yeah, here it is. And this is how wonderful chopping people's testicles off is and sterilizing the women. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot imagine the fathomless evil we're facing. And they're doing this to us, but chemically. Unbelievable. Let's go ahead and talk to Dwayne in California. Dwayne, you're on the air.